Okay, here we have some problem based on what? YDAC. Let's start. Question number 1 says a double slit is illuminated by light of wavelength 6000 angstrom. The slits are 0.1 centimeter apart. Distance between slit means small d is given. The screen is placed at distance of 1 meter away. Capital D also given. Find angular position of the 10th bright fringe. Angular position we have to find and fringe width also you have to find. Okay, let's see what is fringe width first. That's easy. Lambda fringe width equal beta is simply equal to lambda capital D by what? Small d. That's all. That's your fringe width. So all values are given to you. Lambda wavelength given 6000 angstrom, so 6000 into 10 power minus 10. Okay, fringe distance is given 1 meter. Screen distance and distance between slit is given 0.1 centimeter. 0.1 centimeter into 10 power minus 2 to convert into what? Meter. Okay, this become 10 power minus 3, right? Minus 3 goes to become plus 3. Okay, so plus 3 and plus 3 from here goes from here. You're getting 6 into 10 power minus 4, or you can write like 60 into 10 power, sorry, 0.6 into 10 power minus 3. So answer should be written like 0.6 mm. That's what your fringe width. Okay, then they are asking now angular position of the 10th bright fringe. First, bright, what is the distance? Distance normal formula and lambda d by d. It's a linear distance. They are asking angular position. So angular position means your d you bring down here, theta, you say xn by d, or what? And lambda by d. Correct? Yes. So n is given 10th bright fringe, wavelength is given this much, 6000 angstrom. So 6 into 10 power minus 7 I am writing directly, and d is given as what? 0.1 centimeter means 10 power what? Minus 3 meter. Clear? Okay. So minus 3 and 1 power 4 power goes here, 6 into 10 power minus 3. Here answer will be what? In radian. This is very important. Whole time we are asking angular position, angular width, thus answer is what? Always in radian SI system. Okay, yes. Okay, this was the first problem. Let's do second problem. In a YDAC, fringes are formed on a screen 1 meter away from slits having a separation of what? 0.12 mm. Capital D given, small d given. Find the distance of third dark band from the central maxima. They are asking just simply the distance of the third dark fringe. So normal formula is what? Xn is what? 2n minus 1 lambda d by what? 2d. This is called the distance. Okay, linear distance of the dark fringe. Angular also you can find here. Just d you bring down here, that become angular like we have done here. Okay. So normally they are asking this one only. So which fringe they are asking? Third dark. Third dark we putting here. 2 into 3 is what? 6. 6 minus 1 is what? 5. This is 5. Wavelength is given to you. Correct? Wavelength I have actually missed in this question. I did not mention you. So you have to take wavelength. Otherwise you cannot find. Okay. So let's say wavelength, suppose given any value, says 3000 angstrom is given to you. Okay. I missed here wavelength. So please write here some value. Let's say 3000. So wavelength 3 into 10 power minus 7 meter. Okay, 3000 angstrom is 3 into 10 power minus 7 meter. D is given what? 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter by 2 into small d. Small d is given how much? 0.12 mm. Correct? Look at 0.12 mm means 0.12 into 10 power minus 3. Again, remove this decimal. You can write what? 12 into 10 power what? Minus 5. Clear only? Yes. This goes what? 4 times. Okay, so we are getting 5 by 8 into 10 power minus 5 goes up, so 10 power minus 2 remaining. Okay, yes, this you can simplify further if you want. This meter, that's your answer. Okay, this was your second problem. Let's do third problem. They said in a YDAC, slits are illuminated by a wavelength of 5890 angstrom. Okay, and the distance between the fringes obtained is what? 0.2 degree. Distance between fringes, distance between two nearest fringes, means that's called what? Fringe width. Here angular fringe width is given and is given what? Degrees. Okay, if the whole system setup is taken into the water of this much mu 4 by 3, then find the angular fringe width. Actually, look, angular fringe width, they are asking an angular fringe width itself given air given, right? Medium they are asking. They said the distance between the fringes is given 0.2 degree. That's what your angular fringe width. So we know that when you take a setup in medium, your fringe width, medium, is always what in air by what mu. Linear or angular both are same answer only. Okay. So in air, angular was given 0.2, by mu is what 4 by 3. So this becomes simply 0.6, right, by what 4. Okay, if you want to simplify this, you can simplify further, otherwise this much is okay. 0.3 by what 2, so 0.15 degree. Here this answer is given in degrees, so that answer should be also degrees. This is given radian, that should be also in radian, right? So linear or angular, both fringe width will change when you go into a medium, when you take your setup into a medium, right? Okay. Move to problem number 4. They said in a YDAC, third bright fringe is obtained at a point when wavelength of light was 700 nanometer. Your third bright fringe is obtained at some point when we use this much wavelength. What wavelength should be used in order to obtain the fifth bright fringe at the same point? Distance you keeping same, correct na? So I told you, if you not understood, then look at this formula. This distance they keeping same. This what changing, this also not changing, this also is n and lambda changing. When wavelength is this much, number of fringes we see at that point is 3. We want to see 5 fringes. What should be the wavelength use? Bright we're talking. So this relation we're talking, you can write simply n1 lambda 1 is equal to what? n2 lambda 2. n1, initially how much fringes seeing? 3 bright fringes, and wavelength was given how much? 700 nanometer. I'm not changing here, right, not converting, because answer is given again in nanometer. Okay. Then you want to get fifth bright fringe. What should be wavelength? So 5 into what? Lambda. That should be your answer, right? Yes. 5 goes what? 14 time here, correct? So wavelength should be equal to what? Okay, 14 into what? 3. Means 420 what? Angstrom. Nanometer, same unit. That will be your wavelength. Lambda 2. We calling that lambda 2. Okay. Yes. So same question can be for what? Dark. At some distance we see 10 dark fringes. What should we have use that we can see what? More or less fringes. Okay. Yes. Okay. This was question number what? 4. Let's move to question number 5. They said in a YDAC, when the wavelength of 1000 nanometers is used, then the fringe width was 0.3 mm. Okay. This much wavelength used, fringe width is given, is obtained. If the wavelength is changed to 250 nanometer, what will be the fringe width? What is fringe width? Lambda is, fringe width is what? Lambda d by d. Correct. This not changing, that not changing. Fringe width is directly proportional to what? Wavelength. Initial wavelength given, final wavelength given, initial fringe width given, final fringe width they are asking, right? So initial fringe width is given 0.3 mm. New fringe width we want to calculate, directly proportional to what? Wavelength. Initial wavelength was 1000 nanometer. New wavelength is given what? 250 what? Nanometer. This goes what? 4 times, you see, correct? So new fringe width will be what? 0.3 times by 4 what? Nanometer, mm. That should be your answer, correct? Okay, so these were some basic questions based on what? YDAC, and exam they also ask very simple like this way only. Okay, we will see some more questions on this when I finish the remaining 2 small topics I have to do on this. One like introduction of the sheet in the path of your the 2 waves. Okay, so let me clean the board. I will teach those things, then I'll do some more questions. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is small topic based on your interference only, YDAC only. So what we do, look here, the heading says that effect of thin films. We doing YDAC, 2 source, we have lights coming from there interfering and making pattern of bright and what dark fringes. So what happens now in the same setup? Okay, this was your source, and we breaking into what? 2 source here. This was your screen. And they say this is the middle point here, your central maxima is formed, right? Now what happens now? Suppose these waves are coming, suppose at any general point we're talking, okay, that point, P point. This is your source S1, this is your source S2. If you introduce a thin film in the path of any one wave, so we place a glass slab or glass sheet, okay, of some thickness, small thickness here. This is a glass slab, right now. What is this? Glass slab. Then glass slab is a denser medium. It will create what? Additional path difference. Okay. So due to this, what will happen? Look here. If you introduce a glass slab like this one, what will happen? This central maxima, the whole pattern of this fringes will shift what? in that direction. Means if you introducing a glass slab here upward in the up wave, the whole system itself will move in what? Up direction. The central maxima will be shifted in this direction. Like central maxima will not be here, it may be what? Here at this point. Correct na? Central maxima may be like at this point, we don't know anywhere. This is your new central maxima position, right? So you want to suppose calculate that what is that shift in the central maxima. We can calculate. Okay, let me write few words first. What happening here? Look here, few words. If a thin glass slab, okay, say if a thin glass slab of thickness, say T, and refractive index mu is introduced in the path of any wave. Correct na? If a thin glass slab of thickness T and refractive index mu is introduced in the path of any one wave, then what will happen? Additional path difference will be created. This will create what? Your additional path difference, right? Okay, due to this, what will happen? The whole pattern system or your central maxima will shift in what? That direction. You putting your slab in this wave, then will shift upward. If you put your in this path, then what? Your whole system or whole the pattern will what? Shift downward. What will happen to this? Created, and the central maxima will shift in that direction. Your whole central maxima, your pattern of your fringes will shift. They will not get disturbed. They will just shift upward or downward. Depends on where we are introducing the sheet. Okay, so small question we answer here. First question, like what is the additional path difference created? Okay, first path difference. What new path difference is created? Del x. Obviously what? Look here, mu minus 1 into what? T. We have already done, if you remember this. Remember something, normal shift. Yes, this is normal shift only, right? Mu minus 1 to T. So this additional path difference is created. Mu is what? Refractive index. T is the thickness of that glass slab. Okay, additional path difference. Path difference you understood. Then they can ask you phase difference also. Yes, you can calculate. We have formula to calculate phase difference and path difference relation. Phi upon 2 pi is equal to del x upon lambda. So your phi is nothing but what? 2 pi into del x. Del x means this term only, mu minus 1 into T by what? Lambda. This is your additional phase difference created, right? Okay, what else they will ask you? They will ask you like by what amount this your central maxima is shifting upward or downward. Okay, yes, so shift in, or let's write properly, distance by which central maxima is shifted. Maxima is what? Shifted. By what amount the central maxima will shift? Okay, so central maxima here, it comes what? At this point. This is a new position of central maxima. All fringes are shifting like upward. All are moving upward or what? Downward also. Okay, so this x we want to calculate. Look here, what is our normal formula? Like distance of a bright fringe, you said what? N lambda d by d, right? Look at this once more. I'm writing here n lambda d by d, and this was your simply your path difference, n lambda for bright fringe. So here what is your path difference? This much. So by what amount shifting? That shift x is given by that formula only, simply mu minus 1 into t. Correct? That's your path difference into capital D by what? Small d. This is the additional path difference, the amount by which your fringes are what? Shifting. Okay, generally write like this way, d in front, then mu minus 1 into t by what? D. Okay, same thing only. Okay, this is what? Okay, this you can write in terms of what? Your fringe width also. Look here, what is fringe width? Fringe width is called lambda d by what? D. Here we have capital D, small d, but we don't have lambda. So you divide this equation by lambda and multiply by lambda. Then you x you can also write like this way. What you can write? You can do like mu minus 1, correct? Mu minus 1 into t, or let me write this way, fringe width into mu minus 1 into t by what? Lambda. This way also you can write. So this question they asked in exam, that by what amount the central maximum will either shifting upward. If you introduce sheet here or introduce sheet here, then will shift what? Downward. Okay. Yes. What else they can ask you? The like number of the fringes shifting, by how many fringes are shifting upward, right? The distance by which is shifting, the number of the fringes also they can ask you. Okay, number of fringes shifted, right now how many fringes shifted? Simply this is the additional path difference we created, correct na? This is a path difference, del x divide by its wavelength, one wave, you will get number of fringes shifted. So number of fringes shifted, let's say n is equal to what? Mu minus 1 into t. This is your path difference by what? Wavelength. This gives number of the fringes shifted, correct? Okay, sometime what happens in both path we can introduce some sheets, correct na? Let's write another question here. Suppose if two sheets of mu1 and mu2 and of equal thickness, say t, are introduced in both waves. Suppose if you're putting one here or one here, now what you're doing in both waves, if putting the two sheets, then what will happen? So look here, it will look like that way. This is your screen. Okay, this is one opening S1, the second opening S2. This is one wave, that's what second wave. So one glass slab you're putting here of refractive index mu1, another glass slab you're putting in this path also. Okay, that's refractive index what? Mu2. Thickness we calling same TT. Correct? Both are TT thickness. Now what will happen? Now first, in which direction the fringe will shift? So depends on what? Refractive index, correct? Because more the path difference, more the shift. So suppose first question they are asking that in which direction the fringe pattern will shift. They will shift upward or downward. So this will depends on what? Mu, correct? So first answer is what? Overall fringe will shift in direction of what? Higher mu. Okay, suppose this sheet has more mu1 is greater than mu2, then this pattern will shift what? Upward. But if mu2 is more than mu1, then this pattern shift will goes what? Downward. It will shift what? Downward, right? So both are introduced, then the overall shift will be what? In which direction? In which the mu is what? Higher. So if they ask want to calculate path difference here answer will be what? Like this path difference like upward, that path difference is downward, you subtract them, you'll get answer like this one, mu1, let right, mu1 minus mu2 into what? Thickness. This will be your overall path difference, right? Yes. Or by what amount they are shifting? X they are asking. I'm not writing question name. Path difference is this much. Okay, this is the question. And then by what amount the central maximum is shifted? This mu minus 1, what will change here? Just mu1 minus mu2 into what? Thickness t, and what? D by what? Capital D. That's all. This is the change happening. Correct? Okay. So this is an important question. Okay. Yes, directly they ask sometime, and theory question also they ask. Okay. So if one sheet is only introduced, like in upper path, then whole pattern will shift what? Upward. Your fringe width and these things will not change. Okay. Just the pattern of the fringes will shift what? Upward. Your central maxima is in center. Now it will move what? Upward. Okay. If this is introduced in lower path, lower wave, it will shift what? Downward. In both they are introduced, then you have to see whose mu is what? More. Refractive index is more. That will create what? More path difference. So more the value of mu, in that direction your pattern will shift. Then small questions what? What is path? What is phase? What is the by amount by which central maxima is shifted? Okay. And what? How many fringes are shifted? Clear? Okay. Then here we have a one more small point, that's called if you have seen like when you have water and put on water surface put an oil drop, then oil drop will be spread. So if you see that the oil drop will look colorful right now, so that color comes due to what? This concept, what? Interference of the light. And same we have seen like in Shaw bubble also. Bubbles has two layers. We have learned in our fluid mechanics that Shaw bubble has what? Two layers. So multiple reflection of light we learn due to multiple reflection of light happens there. So we see colorful light, correct? The colors are seen there. So actually that can be explained by what? Interference also. Okay. So what I can write here, adding some like colors in thin film, okay, like you can say shop, bubble, or you can say like oil layer. These the colors are seen in these thin films. That happens due to what? Interference. So these colors are seen due to what? First write due to what? Interference of what? Light. Keep in mind. So actually what happened, you can say by like concept of your reflection and refraction also, but the main concept you can understand here by help of like, remember last topic we learned like prism is there, light is passing, then light split into what? 7 colors. That's called what? Your dispersion of light. So the same idea is what given by your interference also. So multiple reflection happening, so multi waves are what? Interfering. So sometimes they're producing like constructive, sometimes they're producing destructive result. So different colors will be seen. So suppose, not much important, but first you have to remember this, that the colors in thin films are due to what? Interference of the light. Okay, yes, okay. Suppose you have thin film, suppose you have glass slab, anything, or oil layer, something like this one, some thickness T, refractive index, let's call what? Mu. Okay, suppose some light comes here, this is a light coming, this is called angle of incident I. So light, instead of going this path, okay, it will get deviated like this one. This is what? Your R. Correct. Some light will, this is called transmitted or reflected light. This is called what? Transmitted light. Okay, I said little wrong, sorry. This is reflected, sorry for that. Okay, so some part of when light incident from one medium to other medium, okay, this is a boundary. So when light hitting this, some part of this light will be reflected back right into the same medium. Some part is what? Refracted, that is called reflected or transmitted. Okay, this ray is what? Your, either you call it what? Refracted, or you can call what? Transmitted also. This is transmitted to what? Next medium, that is reflected. Suppose when this light is hitting again this medium here, okay, watch carefully, that angle will be also R only, because alternate angle. So again what happens, some part of this will be reflected and some part will be transmitted toward next medium. So some part will goes like that, okay, and some part will come what? Out, let's say like that. Okay, yes, this is what? Your I. That and that ray will be parallel, we know. Okay, remember we have learned this normal shift, then what? There is a lateral shift we have learned. So this is a lateral shift only. Okay, these rays, that ray will be exactly parallel. So what I am saying, again look at here, when this wave incident here at some angle, say I, okay, so and some part of this will come out and some part will be like you say reflected back, right? So now these are called reflected waves and these are called what? Transmitted, right? So two ways we have learned. Then when they will make like constructive result, when they will make destructive, according to that bright and dark fringes will like band will be seen. So I am writing now here, look here, this is not much important from NEET exam, still I am writing if you can remember. So two system we learn. So first I am writing for reflected system. Okay, means this wave and this wave, they will interfere and produce what? Either constructive or destructive result. Okay, so when they will produce constructive, when they will produce destructive, that you want to know. So I am writing it here. Okay, this reflected system will make bright fringe. Let's talk bright fringe will form if what happens, the path difference here is given by this, we don't write, mu t cos of r. This is called what? Your path difference. Okay, yes, if this is equal to what? 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, then what will happen? Your bright fringe will be formed for this condition. Okay, remember reflected system, they will say like find reflected or what? Transmitted or refracted. Okay, I'm talking reflected system is these two rays, when they is to interfere, bright fringe will be formed. Okay, if this is happening, okay, where mu is what? Refractive index of this slab, t is the thickness of the slab, and cos r the angle of refraction, this, okay, is equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. Okay, and dark fringe will be formed, dark, if what? Same thing, 2 mu t cos of r is equal to n lambda. Correct. is look here is just opposite to what general rule like we have learned recently. So be careful here, okay, if you want to remember this. Then for this system you call this transmitted system, or you say refracted. For this system, if you want to write this, it's just opposite of these two, that's all, okay. If you want to make dark fringe, dark fringe means this is the answer, bright means this is the answer, opposite of this, okay. So dark means what? Okay, 2 mu t cos of r is equal to what? 2n plus 1 lambda by, just opposite to this, okay. And if you want to make a bright fringe here, 2 mu t cos of r is equal to what? And lambda, that's all. So this much you should remember. They never ask any question here, but theory question was asked that colors in thin film is seen due to what? Interference of the light, okay. And this is important, so I will do some question on this plus combined with what? Previous part, okay. Okay, so we have some problem now based on our recent topic, thin film and introduction of the sheet and what? The colors in the thin film. Let's see. Problem number 1. A central fringe produced by interference of light of wavelength 600 angstrom is shifted to position of fifth bright fringe by introduction of a glass slab of what? This much. Find the thickness of the slab. So they said your bright fringe, central bright fringe is shifting to what position? Fifth bright fringe. What is the thickness of the slab? So you can write number of fringes shifted is equal to what? Mu minus 1, remember, mu minus 1 into t by what? Lambda, correct? How many fringes are shifted? Said bright is shifting to what? Fifth, means 5 fringes are what? Shifted, right? So number of the fringes shifted is given what? 5. We have this number of fringes shifted formula. They are asking what is the thickness of the glass, okay. So that is given what? 5 is equal to, mu is given to us 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5 by wavelength into thickness. Thickness they are asking, so your answer 5 into wavelength. So wavelength is already given to us 6000 angstrom. So 6 into 10 power minus 7, right, divided by what? Okay, 0.5. So this goes what? 10 times. 10 times is answer should be what? Thickness becomes 6 into 10 power minus 6 or 6 micrometer. That will be thickness of that slab. So number of the fringes shifted here is what? Given. Sometimes the distance by which the central fringe is shifted, that is given, x is given to you, okay. Okay, let's see second problem on this. They said when a thin sheet of thickness 12 into 10 power minus 7 is placed in the one of the wave path in YDAC, the central fringe shift a distance equal to the width of a bright fringe. Look here, understand this. They said when we introduce this sheet, the central fringe is shifting by amount which is equal to the simply fringe width of any one fringe, okay. Find mu if the wavelength is what? 6 into 10 power minus 7, okay. So first, by what amount the central fringe will shift when you do this one, right now? This I want to answer. So you know formula was this one, like mu minus 1 into t d by what? Lambda. This is amount by which, sorry, I wrote little wrong here, by what? D. This is amount by which the central fringe will shift, correct? And they said this was given equal to what? Fringe width. The amount by which central fringe shift is equal to the width of a bright fringe. This is given equal to what? Fringe width. What is fringe width? Lambda d by what? D. Correct only? Okay. D get cancelled, D get cancelled, right? So we are getting this simply that they are asking us what? Find mu. So mu minus 1 should be equal to what? Lambda by what? T. Mu minus 1 should be equal to what? Lambda. Lambda we know 6 into 10 power minus 7. Yes. And thickness also given what? 12 into 10 power minus 7. 12 into 10 power minus 7. This goes here. Here you are getting 0.5. So you see the mu comes what? 1 plus 0.5 is 1.5. That's what your mu. Correct only? The amount by which central fringe is shifting, that's your amount by which central fringe will shift, is equal to the fringe width given, okay, numerically. So we equated with what? Fringe width, we got our answer, okay. Yes. Okay, let's move to third problem. light of wavelength 6000 angstrom incident on a glass plate of mu 1.5, wavelength of this much incident on glass plate such that the angle of refraction is what, 60 degree, angle of reflection given. Calculate the smallest thickness of the slab that will make it appear dark by what, reflection. So this is what thin film problem, right? So light incident on a thin film, and they said the reflected light, two cases we have, either reflected or what, transmitted or refracted, right now. Yes, I wrote dark and bright conditions for both. This type of question so far they did not ask in NEET exam, but this topic is given in syllabus, keep in mind. Okay, so calculate the smallest thickness of slab that will make it what, appear dark fringe in reflection case. So first tell you what is the relation. What is the relation? You're talking about reflection. Okay, in reflection you want dark fringe. What is the relation? It was like this one, 2 mu t cos of r was n lambda. This is the relation in reflection, and you want to make what, dark fringe. Clear? Okay, so let's talk here. What is the answer? They are asking what is the thickness. T we want to calculate, so T will be equal to what, obviously n lambda upon what, 2 mu cos of r, right? All values are given. We want to need minimum thickness. So you see thickness and n is proportional. So n you will take what, 1. Wavelength is already given to us. How much? 6000 angstrom. So 6 into 10 power minus 7. That's your wavelength. Okay. 2. Refractive index also given to you. How much given? 1.5. This is the refractive index. And angle of refraction, that also given to you what, 60 degree. Cos 60, what is cos 60? 1 by 2, this term get cancelled here. 6 by 1.5 is what, 4 into 10 power minus 7 meter. That's your answer. Correct? Okay. Okay, let's see question number 4. They said in a YDAC the fringe width is 0.2 mm. Fringe width given. If wavelength of light is increased by 10%, if wavelength of light is increased by 10% and the separation between slit means small d, that is increased by what, 10%, then the new fringe width will be what? Okay, initial fringe width is given, look here, say initial beta, that's given 0.2 mm. Now what happens? Two things are changing. One, wavelength is increased. This wavelength is increased by what? 10%. And one more thing, the distance between or separation between slits means small d is also increased by what, 10%. Correct now? This is happening. Increase by 10%, increase by 10%. They are asking what is the new fringe width. Okay, what is new fringe width? Fringe width formula is what? Beta is what? Lambda d by what? D. Clear? This is a constant, not changing. This is increased by 10%. This also increased by what? 10%. What is net change? No change. Look here. B days, this one. Wavelength is increased by 10%. I discussed this shortcut many times. When you increase by some amount, then what is new value? Wavelength increased by 10%. So what is new wavelength? 1.1 of lambda. Correct. D remains same. Small d also increased by 10%. So 1.1 into what, small d? 1.1 get cancelled. You're getting same answer. Means your fringe width will remain same. Clear? Okay. Last question. They said, question number 5, when light of wavelength 6 into 10 power minus 7 meter incident on a glass slab of mu 4 by 3 at angle of refraction of 30 degree, angle of refraction given, the transmitted light, okay, has a dark band. Calculate the minimum thickness slab. I think like this question just similar to that question only, question number 3. Here it was given calculate the smallest thickness will make appear dark band in what? Reflection case. And here is given what? Transmitted case, right? Yes. So dark band, what you need? You need dark band or dark fringe in what? Transmitted case, right? What is the formula first? What is the relation? It was like this one, 2 mu t cos of r 2n plus 1 lambda by 2. This is the case, right? Any one's formula you should remember, like in reflection case you remember, then opposite for what? Transmitted case, okay, for bright and dark. Okay, for this we did like here, correct? This is a formula for dark in case of what? Reflection, and here they are asking dark in case of what? Transmission. So this is a formula. So all values are given to us. They are asking us what is again minimum thickness of the glass slab. T they are asking. So what should be T? Look here, T should be equal to what? 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, and this terms come 2 mu and cos of r. Let's put all value. Minimum n you putting 1, okay, or you put 0. No, 1, yeah, 0 also you can put. You put 0 here. Here we cannot put 0 because here if you put 0 then this answer becomes what? 0 all answer, okay. Yes, so here you can put, but n what? 0. Suppose put n 0, here we are getting what? 1. So 1 into lambda. Wavelength is given to you. How much given wavelength? 6 into 10 power minus 7. 6 into 10 power minus 7. This is wavelength given. Okay. Divided by 2 into 2 becomes 4. Mu is also given to you. That's given 4 by what? 3. And then we need cos of r. What is cos given? Angle of reflection is given what? 30 degree. Cos 30 is called what? Root 3 by 2. So root 3 by what? 2. So let's simplify these numbers. 3 will go off, or you can cancel here itself. This goes 2 time, okay, 2 goes 3 time. So this will be 9 by 4 into root 3 into 10 power what? Minus 7. So you can simplify this number if you want. This you can write 3 root 3 and cancel that number. So suppose you write 3 into 3, 1 root can answer. You can call 3 root 3 by 4 into 10 power minus 7 meter. Like that way also you can say, okay. Yes. So these were questions based on what? Interference. Now with this we finish our interference topic completely. After this next class we will learning what? Diffraction. Then a small topic what? Polarization. Okay. So we have done all type of questions. These here, like these questions are not much important from exam point of view. Only this introduction of glass slab is important, not this reflection and transmission through a thin slab. Okay, because they never asked it to us. Yes, only theory question was asked that in our exam that the colors in thin films are due to what? Interference. Okay, so please solve all the problem from your exercise 1, and if you have any doubt please let us know. So thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.